Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhasa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhasa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhasa. So last week last Monday we finished 4-4 method, Chadoka Neya, 4-4 method. So as you know, the Buddha explained jhana in 2 methods. One method is for Chadoka, another method is pañcaka. So Chadoka has a 4 jhana, while pañcaka has a 5 jhana. Okay. So on page number Dhammasaṅgaṇīpāḷi, page number 46. Paragraph number 167. Candamuka. So rūpāvacarakusalaṃ. Candamuka. Again, you can read a little bit about the 167. Candamuka. Yasamain samaye rūpāvacarakusalaṃ bhavedi ueche wakamehi as before. Okay. So it is very similar, the same we can simply say, with the paragraph number 160 and 167 are the same. They are talking about the first jhana. Okay. And also you can understand that there and the first jhana they arise. First jhana arise together with the 56 dhammas. Okay. And also plus jivapanaka dhamma. And also first jhana as usual, it is play dhammodesa vada, kuthasa vada, and sunyata vada. So even though they are here, you can see in the Pali paragraph, one paragraph, but it includes so all of 3 sessions on the first jhana. So regarding the second jhana, paragraph number 168. Dhammasaṅgaṇīpāḷi, paragraph number 168. So yasamain samaye rūpāvacarakusalaṃ bhavedi avidakam vichara matam. So samadhi jam piti sukham dudiyam jhana upasambaja vihārati. So we have to compare with the paragraph number 161. Okay, in the paragraph number 161, in the Chadoka method, there the Buddha mentioned what? Viṭaka vicarana upasama. Okay, Viṭaka vicarana upasama ajadam sampasadanam cedaso ekodi bhavam. Like that. Ajadam sampasadanam cedaso ekodi bhavam avidakam avicharam samadhi jam piti sukham dudiyam jhana upasambaja vihārati. So in the paragraph number 161, there the Buddha mentioned Viṭaka and Vichara are collectively overcome. And also Ajadam Sampasadanam. So internally, Sampasadana, very bright. Cedaso ekodi bhavam. Okay. The mind is concentrated. Avidaka and avijja. So study from the Viṭaka Vicarana Upasama up to the Avidaka Avijjara. They are different. Okay, they are different words. So here in the paragraph number 168, there are no such words. There are no such words. So only avidakam Avidagaṃ Vichara Madam. So as you see, in the 5-4 method, pañcakanayo, only for the second jhana, only Avidaka is abandoned. Okay, Vidaka should be overcome. So, but the Vichara still remain there. So Samadhi Jam, Bidu Sukhan, Dutiya Jhana, Upasambaja, we already they are the same. So the Dhamma, 54 Dhammas, okay? 54 Dhammas are there. In that paragraph, you can see 54 Dhammas are there. Only Vidaka is excluded. So if we compare with the paragraph number 161, there you can see only 53 Dhamma. Both the Vidaka and Vicharas are excluded. Okay, so just one point one number one is a different. And also Jadu in the second paragraph, Dasamein Kobana Samayi, then there you can see Jadu Rangi Ganjana. So previously in the paragraph number 161, second paragraph, so there you can see Divangi Ganjana. Only 3 factors are there for the jhana. So in the collective Kotha Savara, there is only what? Only 3 jhana factors are there. But here in the paragraph number 168, second paragraph, there you can see Chatu Rangi Ganjana. 4 factors are there. So Vijara, BD, so 4 factors are there. And also Chaturangi Go Mego. There you can see Chaturangi Go Mego. And also in the paragraph number 161 for the second paragraph, there also Chaturangi Go Mego, the same. So, and then we continue to see paragraph number 170. 170 is for the third jhana. So, rūpāvacarakusalaṃ megham bhavedi vitaka vijarana upasama. So it should be compared with the page number 45, paragraph number 163. Ya megham bhavedi. Megham bhavedi. What? Pidiyaja viraga ubekagoja viradi. Tadiyan jhana upasambaja viradi. Very much different here. Vidaka vijarana upasama here only. It is more likely to be with the second jhana or the fourth method. The Dhamma that associate with the Dhamma that right together with the that jhana is 53, like a second jhana over there, second jhana in the fourth method. So we go to the paragraph number 172. There is Chattotthaṃ jhana upasambaja viradi. So that Chattottha jhana is Pidiyaja viraga. Chattottha jhana, Pidiyaja viraga, more likely to be what? Pidiyaja viraga. With the paragraph number 163. Okay, paragraph number 163. So we can easily, for your easy understanding, easy comparison. Method, first jhana, 4 method, first jhana. Okay, and the 5-4 method. So you can make it what the first 4 method, first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana. And also in the 5-4 method, you can make it up to the 5 jhana. So first jhana, both in the for the first jhana are the same. Paragraph number 160 and 165, they are the same. Okay, but the second jhana is different in the totally different in the 5-4 method, because in the 4-4 method there is no such a second jhana. Okay, so second jhana in the 4-4 method is the same with the third jhana in the 5-4 method, and also third jhana in the 4-4 method is the same with the what? The same with the fourth jhana in the 5-4 method, and also the fifth jhana on the paragraph number 145, paragraph number 165, the fifth jhana 165. So this is 165, and also where? Oh, paragraph number 174, they are the same. Okay, Rūpāvacarakusalaṃ Megamba Vedi Sukhasaja Bahana. So only second jhana in the 4-4 method is totally different from the 4-4 method. So there is no such a second jhana in the 4-4 method. So that point you just take note. And then we go to the commentary, what the commentator say regarding 5-4 method. So since they are mostly the same, only second jhana is a little bit different. So here commentator, paragraph number 1, 2 to 3. No, page number 223, Atta Salini Attakata, paragraph number 167. There you can see what? So I will share translation. So 5-4 system. So Naya is translated as a system, but we can also say method. So here idani kadame dhammakusala di pañcakanayo arado. So here also you can see kadame dhammakusala. So it is the introduction to the what? Pañcakanaya. So 5-4 method. So why the Buddha explained for 2 methods? So both of them are about the jhana, but what the Buddha has sometimes mentioned in 4-4 method, sometimes mentioned in 5-4 method. Why? Yeah, commentators are trying to give reasons. So there are 2 reasons. One is to satisfy some person's inclinations. Okay. So in Pali what is a Pukkala Jasaya? Pukkala Jasaya Vasena. So in order to by means of personal inclination, okay, personal inclination of the listeners. So because we people have a different tendency, different inclinations. So in order to meet the need of, in order to meet our need, or in order to fit for our inclination, the Buddha sometimes explain the 4-4 method, sometimes explain 5-4 method. So that is one reason. So another reason is Desana Vilasena. Desana Vilasena. Vilasa means adornment, to beautify. So Desana means the teaching. In order to beautify the teaching, in order to make the teaching beautiful. So here that will be, that two reasons will be elaborated in the following pages, following paragraphs. So here, Sani Saina Deva Parisaya Kira Ekajanan Dewana Vidako Ewa Olarikado Ubathasi. So in the assembled gathering of the spirits, so Deva deities, to such deities, only initial application of the mind appeared across. In sustained application of a mind, rapture, pleasure, one-pointedness of the mind appeared good. So te sansabaya wasena sattha chaturangikan avidakan vicharamadam tudaya jhana nama bhajesi. So do some deva. So Olarika, Vidaka is Olarika. Okay, only Vidaka. But for the other, the four jhana fetters are for the good. So in that case, in order to suit, in order to meet the need of that deity, the Buddha need to explain second jhana, okay, in the five-fold method. Avidaka, there is no Vidaka but Vichara Mada. Only Vichara is there. So in this way, the Buddha continued to explain. Eka jhana vicharo olarigado upadhasi. Piti sukha cetasika gada sandado. Okay. Te sansabaya wasena diwangikan tatiyan jhana nama bhajesi. So for those Vidaka, both the Vidaka and Vicharas are what? Vidaka is already abandoned. Vichara still remain gross. So for them, so Piti Sukha Ekagata, they are subtle, or they are in a good condition. So according to their inclination, the Buddha explained that jhana. So I think you can understand by reading the following lines or sentences. So that is Ayandawa Pogala Jasayo. Okay. Ayandawa Pogala Jasayo. Oh, sorry. Ayandawa Pogala Jasayo. This is firstly regarding the Pogala Jasaya. So up to this here. Thus far, for the appeal to different personal inclinations. So that's why the Buddha's teaching is the Buddha teaching become a fit for all listeners. Okay, why the Buddha is giving the Dhamma talk or preaching discourses? So the Buddha pay attention to the each individual. Okay, individual deva, individual deities. So some of the deities, maybe most of the deities, maybe among 100. Suppose there are 100 deities. Among the one deities need to be explained about the Avidaka Vichara Mada. Okay, jhana, that is second jhana in the five-fold method. In this way, the Buddha explained, for him, the Buddha explained second jhana in the five-fold method. So that is, I think, understandable. And then Yasamabana, regarding the Desana Vilasa. Okay, Desana Vilasa, again, those are conditions of the law by which, because they have been thoroughly penetrated. Again, those conditions of the law by which, because they have been thoroughly penetrated, the teaching is adorned. So what does it mean? Dhamma dhatuya supati vedata. So Dhamma dhatuya. So here they say conditions of the law. Dhamma dhatu. Okay, conditions of the law. let me see Burmese translation. What do they say? Yana Madaya. Dhamma Dhaduya here, according to the Muladika, Yasa Dhamma Dhaduya di Sabanyuda Jnanasa. Okay, if you have a Muladika, Dhammasaṅgaṇī Muladika, Dhamma Dhaduya, if you see the word Dhamma Dhatu, so Dhamma Dhatu has a many sense. Okay, so you need to have a sort of explanation. That's why commentator, sub-commentator, commentary does not say anything, but the sub-commentator trying to provide explanation. So where pañcakanayo, page number 104, Dhammasaṅgaṇī Muladika. Okay, page number 104, paragraph number 167. Yasabana Dhamma Dhatu Yadi Sabanyuda Jnanasa. Okay, very clearly specified. Dhamma Dhatu here means Sabanyuda Jnana. How to say? Saba means all. Nya means no. All knowing. All knowing. How to say that the term is omniscient wisdom. So omni is a kind of a preface in English, indicating all. Okay, only. So for the now they be in the Buddhist traditions. So for the Theravada Buddhism, Theravada Buddhists, people, they are not vegetarian. So sometimes some people they say that only omnivorous, eat all. Eat all. So carnivorous or omnivorous like that. So in the here also sabba means only. Nyuta jnana, knowing. The knowledge that knows all. So here, Dhamma Dhatuya refers to that one. So page number 104, Dhammasaṅgaṇī Muladika, paragraph number 167. So they are specified that Dhamma Dhatuya here. Without a Tika, we will translate in many ways. Here also commentator explained that, translator, those conditions of the law by which so like that they translate, but it would be better in order to suitable, in order to make it suitable with the Muladika and so on. The Dhamma Dhatuya here refers to Sabanyuda Jnana. So Supati Vidada, so having penetrated, so well penetrated by the Sabanyuda Jnana, the Buddha is said to be reached to the said to reach to the Desana Vilasa. Okay, Desana Vilasa. So since the Buddha already attained the Sabanyuda Jnana, so and also with the Buddha is expounded the Dhamma with the Sabanyuda Jnana. So that Sabanyuda Jnana is the Jnana that can beautify, that can adorn the teaching. So like that they translated. Here, I think if you read this translation, you may understand or not, I don't know. Those conditions of the law by which, because they have been thoroughly penetrated, the teaching is adorned. Those conditions were thoroughly penetrated by Tathagata. Okay, so that is about the Pali word. Yasabana Dhammadatuya Supati Vedada Desana Vilasa Pato Nama Hodi Sabinyuda Jnana is reach to the where to the state in which Desana can be beautified. So that Sabinyuda Jnana or that knowledge. So how to say? So one of the different thing between the Buddha and other people is that so our Buddha has to, how to say, fulfill perfections, maybe 4 asankheya and 100,000 war cycles. So among them, half of the period is fulfilled perfection for the purpose of the ability to be able to preach Dhamma in order to, how to say, in a beautiful manner, in an appropriate manner. So that point that they want to mention here in the commentary. So the Buddha already attained the Sabinyuta Jnana. So for the Buddha, for the other arahants, so they don't need that much time to fulfill perfections, because they don't need to have such ability to express it, the Dhamma in a beautiful manner, in an appropriate manner. So someday I think you have heard about the Venerable Buddha. Someday he went to the Upasaka and they gave a Dhamma talk. So through that Dhamma talk, the Upasaka so attained maybe second first Ariyahood. So when on their return, the Buddha said, okay, if you preach another Dhamma, so he will read to the another maybe higher mega and so on. So what that means is that other Arahantas, they may not rightly know the inclination of the audience, as well as the suitable Dhamma or more beautiful Dhamma, more appropriate Dhamma and so on. So but for the Buddha has been attained in such a Sabinyuta Jnana. So that's why with that the Sabinyuta Jnana, so he can make it more appropriate, more acceptable, more beautiful, and so on. So here, Tasama Jnana Mahata Daya, Desana Vidhane Su Kusalo, Desana Vilat Sapado Satha, Yan Ingan Labadi, Tasa Wasena, Yatha Ejati, Tata Desanam, Niyame Didi. So Bali structure is very beautiful there. So they use the yan, angan, or dasa, something like that. So we can read there. Hence, because of the vastness of this knowledge, the teacher who is skillful in arranging his teaching and who has attained the art of embellishing it, fixes that teaching by whatever fetter that has come to hand, and in any way he chooses. So whatever appropriate to the listener, so he can make it beautifully. Okay, so that sort of thing. So ida pañcakanayo pathama janam bhajesi chaturangikam avidakam vicharamadam tudiyam janam divankikam and so on. So in order to beautify the teaching, okay, that here is does not in this explanation it may not pay much attention to the inclination of the audience, inclination of the listener, but it pay more attention to beautify the Dhamma, maybe 5 petals and then 4 petals 3 feathers, 2 feathers, and so on. So this is also one way commentator maybe commentator also trying to guess, okay? Commentator guess like that. And then another way is abhijja. So abhijja means father. Another reason he gave regarding the desana vilasa. Ye bhagavada dayome bhikkhave samadhi. Savidaga savijaro samadhi. Avidaga vijara madho samadhi. Avidaga avijaro samadhi di suddhandi. Tayo samadhi desida. In the Suddhanta discourses, the Buddha explained 3 kinds of samadhi. Okay, so one is avidaga savidaga savijara samadhi. So yeah, with the initial and sustained application of the mind. So that there are 3 kinds of concentration. One is with the vidaga and vichara, both vidaga and vichara. Another one is concentration samadhi without vidaga, but only with the vichara. And then another samadhi is without vidaga, both without vidaga and vichara. So in the Suddhanta method, the Buddha explained in this way for 3 kinds of method, 3 kinds of samadhi. Tesu, so among them, hita savidaga savijaro samadhi, avidaga avijaro samadhi ja, bhajidoa dasido. So in the 4-4 method, okay, in the 4-4 method, in the first jhana, you can see both the savidaga and vidaga and vijara are there. And also in the second jhana, okay, in the second jhana, in the 4-4 method, there you can see avidaga and avijara. Okay, so 2 kinds of samadhis has been explained in the 4-4 method: savidaga savijara samadhi, and then avidaga avijara samadhi. But avidaga avijara mada samadhi has not yet explained in the 4-4 method. That's why Bali in the commentary they are mentioned hita. Hita means previously. In the previous 4-4 method, both the savidaga savijara samadhi, avidaga avijara samadhi has been explained. So avidaga vijara madho nas dasido, avidaga vijara samadhi has not yet explained. Then dasido be. So in order to mention that kind of samadhi, so the Buddha mentioned what? The Buddha attempted the 5-4 method. So in this way also we can understand that that is one of the desana vilasa. So otherwise we may confuse. Oh, so that in Abhidhamma they don't agree with one another. So they have a completely ideas and so on. So but with this kind of teaching, we can understand. There we will find no contradiction to one another between Sutta and Abhidhamma. So here the following. Tata Dudaya Jana Nedisi Pasadi Suvidaga Madam Brihayadi. Okay. So that is just an explanation. Where? That the Bible said sorry. In the list, content and so on, belonging to the exposition of the second jhana or the 5-4 system, only initial application of the mind is one thing. One thing here, let's also Parihayati. Parihayati. Parihayati means lacking. Okay, not one day. Parihayati. Only Vidaga. So if you look at the second jhana in the fivefold method. There you can see only Vidaka is lacking. So Godhasa Wadi, Chaturangika Jhana Hodi, that one we already discussed. So Chaturangika Jhana in the collective group session. And then Chaturangika Mega Hodi, Hodi the Yamiwa we say so. That too is only different. Season 7 Patama Jhana Sadisa Mewa. So the remaining are the same with the first jhana. Yanija Jadokanayi, Dudiya Tadiya Jadotani, Daniwa Ida, Tadiya Jadota Panchamani. So we just match, right? Dudiya jhana in the fourfold method is a Tadiya jhana in the fivefold method. Tadiya jhana in the fourfold method is a Jadota jhana in the fivefold method. Jadota jhana in the fourfold method is a Panchama jhana in the fivefold method. Tesan Dikama Pati Badi Divanatan Ayanayo Vididabo. So how do they attain? How do they attain? So in order to show how do they attain, with the simile, commentator explain like this. So here, it is to show the order of their attainment that this system should be understood. Okay, how do they attain? Five jhanas, one after another. So the following paragraphs are illustration with the example, illustration of the jhana attainments. So fivefold jhana attainments with the simile. So I think this one maybe you can read and understand, and also if you want to, actually I want. I want to, how to say, make a kind of drawing and a picture of a man. Okay, and so as mentioned here, maybe giving he was receiving a kind of massage or whatever. And so by 4 people or 5 people, something like that. Some are giving massage to his hand, some are to his legs, some are giving fan, and also some are making a music, playing a music, and so on. So here you can read and understand the how do they attain the jhana. So very, very, I think, understandable. That's why I would like to skip. Okay, I would like to skip this one. So if we skip, what happened? Maybe how many pages? Maybe page number 227. Page number 227 in the Athasalini Athagata. There you can see the end. The end. So I think it would be better for you to read the fivefold progress. In this simile, so here you can read here. In this simile, the minister's son who come to ruin, find drink, represent a householder of a clansman who has in many ways come to lose and ruin. So the reader of the signs, okay, there is a maybe minister's son. He go to see the king, but on the way he met with the people and he drank alcohol, and then uh, he was throwing away by the other people. Okay, then he go to many ruins. So the reader, there is someone who can read, who is able to read the signs on the map, on the bombs, on the food. So in Myanmar we got Bidin Saya, Lekana Saya, okay, or palmistry, who is able to read the sign and the marks on our bombs, on our food. So he saw such kind of mass, and then what? He know that this one will be in a higher position, and he's safe. Here, a householder and also the reader of the signs. So the reader of the sign marks that is like the Buddha. So the conclusion that this man will be a helper of the people. Okay, he will be he is worthy of attendance, represent the resolution of the Buddha, that such and such one will be a helper of the people, that he is worthy of ordination. So in this way, so the cleansing of the minister's son by the powder the earth is the cleansing attainment of the ordination. Okay, and the simile, in order to understand the simile, so try to match upamana and upameya. Okay, so or maybe taking a giving shower. Okay, giving shower to that the minister's son is a kind of very similar to the ordination, giving ordination to a person. The former being wrapped in thick robes is the leaders putting on the dress of the 10 moral precepts. So maybe old clothes take away and then new clothes put on. So like this, it is similar to what? Taking 10 precepts, okay, like a novice. Again, at the bath of the former, at the bed of the former in perfumed water, so is the latest bath is the perfumed water or the patimokha, substrain, etc. So trying to give a more cleaner water and a more scented water scented with the perfume. So that is what? Like maybe giving higher ordination, maybe practicing 4 kinds of silas, Padimokkha Samvara Sila, Indriya Samvara Sila, and so on. So, and then this is a kind of a graduate, this simile indicate the graduate practice of the of a samana. Okay, so in the Buddhism, so if someone ordained or someone acknowledge himself as I'm a samana, okay, I'm a samana. So to be worthy of such a proclamation, so we have to follow uh, we have to undertake the practice, samana practice. Okay, this samana practice here briefly illustrated with this example in this simile. I forget the one of the name of the sutta in the Majjhima Nikaya. So there you can find Samana and Samana Dhamma. So one day the lay people, maybe one people asked the Buddha. So the Buddha, there are some people who proclaim himself as a Samana. So are they rightfully proclaimed or not? So the Buddha was asked, and then in order to give an answer, the Buddha explained. So what is Samana Dhamma? Okay, and also the Buddha explained to the monk. Only then you will be worthy. Okay, your proclamation, uh, your acknowledgement that you are a monk, you are a samana, that will be very correct. Otherwise, without following these these graduate practices, maybe your proclamation is a kind of false proclamation. So samana dhammas are here. So the way to become a real samana, the way to become a real samana. So first one is to be ordained. Okay, to be ordained. After that, after the ordination, what we have to take a precepts. We have to observe Patimokka Samvara Sila and so on. Okay. So without Sila, there will be problem. No, one cannot be rightly called as a samana. So, and then another line, purity of the self-precept. Again, the ascending into the palace by the former dressed in a fine cloth. So like a minister's son. So after wearing, maybe after putting on with the new and costly clothes, fine clothes, he 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 paid visit to the king's palace. Okay, so that is ascending into the palace by the former dressed in the fine clothes. So is ascending into the palace of a concentration. Okay, and Kasha and the later dressed in the fine cloth of the purity of a virtue. Okay, so he after that he went to the palace. So it is very similar to what? So after the practice of the morality, after fulfilling, having fulfilled morality, what? He tried to practice a concentration. Okay, so this is very similar to the practice of concentration. And then again, what? Again, at the putting to the bed or the one by the attendants after his meal. So, so when he arrived there, maybe his friends or maybe the king or ministers, they provide a good room and good bed, and also he was put to the bed. So, and then by attendance after his meal, so is the body or the other to the essence jhana by initial application of the mind, etc. So maybe after, maybe he was served with a meal, delicious meal, and then he was put to the bed. So, so that is very similar to what? Attainment of the Upajara Samadhi, okay, essence jhana. Again, at the group of the four men who press the hands and the feet, okay, maybe do means do the left and right hands, and also do means left and right feet, right foot. So they press. It means that they give a massage, okay, in order to prevent his doing to liquor shop. So is emancipated initial application of the mind, which presses the mind on the object to prevent it going to the direction of the sensual perceptions. So like a fat. So here four fetters are there. Okay, four fetters. Like a four fetters, here also four people. They try to hold his hand and his legs. So not to go to the liquor house. So also the yogi is controlled or maybe overwhelmed by the jhanic fetters. So in order not to involve, okay, not to involve in the sensual pleasures. And also the Shambhava or the one represent what? The sustained application of the other, causing the repeated contemplation of the object by mind. So that is Shambhuing. Is like what? Vijara. And as he who produce a breeze by fanning, so they provide a fanning with the fan. So maybe during the ancient time there is no air condition or no fan. That's why they have to make a what? A kind of a cloth in order to have a kind of breeze. So it's a rapture. So that is like a rapture, BD. And then at the musician, okay, at the musician gratifying the ear, so is a joy gratifying the mind. So like a musician who play the guitar or music, so in order to give a satisfaction to him, so it is like a what? It is like a pity. At the former going up to sleep in bed for a while, getting rid of a fatigue. So is the latest approach to the first jhana, getting rid of the fatigue or the hindrances through dependence upon the access jhana. So because he was ma Vidyaga, Vijara, Bidi, Sukha, right? So with that he fall into the first jhana. So this, and then as to the former's inability to bear the pressure on his hand, so the pressure on his hand and feet, on waking from sleep. So here you see someone is giving massage to your hands and feet. So what happened? It goes beyond your how do you say, your ability to be able to bear. Okay, you cannot bear their pressing and their massage. That's why what happened? You wake up. So you understand that, oh, because of the two men here are giving massage to his hand, so he then go away. Okay, you go away. You make me wake up. Okay, and then it is like a what? Uh, abandonment of the Vidaka. Okay, so his threatening to the man, his subsequent sleep. After that, he falls asleep again a while after their departure. So is the seeing defect in the initial application of the mind through the inability to bear is pressing on the mind when he rises from the first jhana. So in this way, so he drive away like he drive away the man who is giving massage to his feet. It is like a what? Abandonment of the vichara. And also, so giving a fan. So some he found that uh, giving a fan or receiving a fan from the man is a kind of disturbance to his sleep. That's why he asked him also drive. He asked him also away. So it is also like a what? Abandonment of the BD, and then another one is a what? He after that he hear the sound, music. So previously he liked it. Now he feel it a disturbance to his sleep. That's why he drive him away. It is like a what? Like a abandonment of the sukha. Okay, and then finally he is with the ubeka and the egagata, fall asleep. So that is the way commentators are trying to, how to say, illustrate the way to attain, the way of the attainment of the jhana with the simile or the what, a clansman or minister's son. So after that, so after the attainment of the fifth jhana, so as the rising from the sleep, he rise up from the sleep, going to the king's presence. Okay, so and then attaining to the authority should be understood by the attainment of the arhatship by the clansman who has a rising from the first jhana, fifth jhana, and followed the path of the insight. Okay, so if a yogi just enjoy the fifth jhana, okay, like a minister's son who just enjoys sleeping again. So his happiness, so how to say, his attainment will remain there, where we stopped there. But here in the uh, the example does not end there. So he go to the kings after he wake up, and then the king gave a kind of position to him, and also uh, with this position, he tried to help many people. So also here, so after the attainment of the fifth jhana, so the Buddha continued to breathe the Dhamma, and also he continued to practice Vipassana meditation. Okay, here it is called the path, and follow the path of the insight. And then what happened? At the attaining of the power, attaining to power by the minister's son, in his being a helper to many men, should be understood to the attainment of arhatship by the clansmen, and his being a helper to many. So the simile is ended, and also the attainment also reach to the highest point. That is, become arhat. And also, if you become arhat, then you can be helpful to many people. Okay, many people. So that's why they say, and the nine virtue of the sangha. This is what anuttaram punyakhitam lokasa. Okay, lokasa. All the world anuttaram incomparable punyakhitam, feet of what merit. Okay, feet of a merit. You may not be involving in the social work or social activities or whatever. Maybe you may not uh, involved in helping the people who are in the who are striking by the COVID-19 or whatever disasters, but you make yourself attain to the arhathood. Okay, and then some people, maybe one of the people, he may pay homage or pay respect to you, just by bowing, just by bending his head or bowing down, or maybe just by offering a cup of water or uh, maybe a spoonful of the rice or whatever. So that will be what? That will bring about the much benefit. Okay, because uh, he himself, that person himself, become an arahant. So he is worthy of the veneration. So it is called arahant. Arahanta means what? Worthy of the veneration. So arahat, worthy of the veneration. And also become anuttaram punyakhitam lokasa. What happened? The incomparable feet of a merit. Okay, to sow incomparable feet, to sow the seed of the merit. So in this way, he will be of a great help to the many people in the world. So for all this is that, for all this, it is that he is a called incomparable feet of a merit. Okay. Yeah, no that punya kidan lokasa, no that punya kidan nama hodi. Okay. So that's why some people may think, oh, only when you involve in the social activities, um, so you are worthy. You are worthy. You are worthy to receive people's offering. So and nowadays also very one of the one of the concept in the new generation is that, so because the social activities involved by the monks how to say, appeared, frequently appear in the what, in the TV or journal or magazine or maybe on the Facebook or whatever. Whenever you involve in the social activities, you take a photo and share on the Facebook. And then people they think, oh, he is very helpful to the people. Okay, very helpful to the people. So, but because this kind of a concept is so much influence, a kind of a soft skill. Nowadays it is called soft skill. Soft skill means whatever tradition or culture you have, you make other people know, many people know as many people as you can. You share and you let them know, and then it became a what, acceptable ideas. So that kind of thing is called soft skill. Soft skill. So now maybe 20 or 30 years ago, maybe when I was a child, we don't know about the Christmas. Uh, we don't know about the Happy New Year in the maybe January 1, 1st January. What we know is our Dinjan festival only. Okay. But because of the media or because of the telecommunication, information technology is advancing. So even the child nowadays, new generation, they know they don't know about the Myanmar New Year. They may not know. Some of them they don't know, but they know about the maybe Western New Year. So January. So what happened? That is the power of a soft skill. Okay, soft skill is a very influence. So with the soft skill, and now the how to say, uh, and the many people who are involved in the charity. Okay, charity is a very good. Many months who are involved in the charity, so they post on the Facebook or whatever in the media. Through the help of the media, people come to know, and then uh, they recognize, oh, monks can do dana, and then monks are not just the receivers, but they are also what, uh, the contributors. They also contribute something. So, so this one is more influential. So the how to say, side effect. There is side effect. Side effect is that the Sayadaw who are very good in the morality, concentration, and wisdom, maybe they may live in the forest or they may attain the jhana, mecca, and so on. Maybe in the Pariyati field, in the field of Pariyati, some of the Sayadaw they pass a Tipitaka examination. Okay, but their activities on the charity are not appear in on the Facebook or media or whatever. Then new generation, what they think is that, oh, they are useless. They don't. They are not helpful to the people, even though they pass the Tipitaka examination and so on. They have such an idea, such a concept. But the monk who appear on the social network or TV news channel and so on, so distributing, contributing other people with a kind of a charity and so on, they are also better. So some kind of how to say, side effects are there. So with this simile, now today you have studied simile, with the simile and the attainment of the jhana and the attainment up to the arhathood. Then what they highlight is the helper or the helper to the many people. They are very helpful to many. So in which manner? In the manner of remaining in a as an incomparable field of merit, incomparable feet to sow the seed of the merit. So this point also we have to keep in mind. So it is a very good uh, to give a charities to the people and to contribute, to distribute whatever we have to the people, to help to those who are in need. But at the same time, we have to understand is that to become praiseworthy, more incomparable, feet of a merit, okay, and the more helpful to the many people. So with this understanding, I think maybe you be able to try to attain adulthood in order to become anuttaram punyakhitta lokasa. Thank you so much for your listening. Good luck.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Sayadaw.
Sayadaw. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
So Buddha Sasana. Buddha Sasanam Jiram Daitadu. Buddha Sasanam Jiram Daitadu. Buddha Sasanam Jiram Daitadu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Good night, Sayadaw.
Thank you. For your information, tomorrow is my birthday in Myanmar.
Oh, happy birthday, Sayadaw. Happy birthday.
Okay,
Happy
tomorrow morning.
birthday, Sayadaw Pia. May Sayadaw Pia will be successful in the Dharma.
Thank you. Tomorrow we are going to offer breakfast to the Sangha in my hometown.
Oh, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
We
Sayadaw.
will see sadhu, sadhu, sadhu Pia.
For your appreciation. Sadhu, sadhu. Okay, good luck. Bye bye.